Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this special broadcast that I'll be having. It's a live webinar, and I'm having this with Ify Obidi-Essien, and we'll be having a nice conversation on the topic that I believe that we need to share with you. And my name is Rotimi Eitile. Such a pleasure to be hosting this live webinar with you this afternoon. I will be expecting our guest shortly, and until then, I would give you some light music and allow other people to join in. And if you are joining us and you can see me and you can hear me, please say hello and say something so I know that you're there as I wait for my guest. Thank you and stay. Okay, so welcome back, everyone. And I believe if you're joining us, wherever you're joining us from across the world, please do let us know your name and location. And this is a special live webinar. I will be having a special interview with a special person. So you can see I've mentioned special almost about 3 times. And we'll be talking about something special that will make you eventually also someone special. My name is Rotimi Eitile, and we'll be having my guest up any moment from now. Her name is Ify Obidi-Essien. She's an amazing individual doing amazing stuff within the education space, and she has a lot to share with you. I have a lot to share with you. Absolutely, it's going to be a great time. And so please feel free to ask your questions as we begin to have this conversation. And if there are things that also you would like to be a part of, or you want to also make your comments, I would expect that you also feel free to do that. And this is officially saying good afternoon from this part of the world. We're streaming this session, this live webinar from Lagos, Nigeria. And so wherever you're connected, please do let us know whether you're from Asia, from America, from Europe, and of course from Africa, importantly from Nigeria. So I'm going to be bringing my guest up, and as, as soon as she comes in, please, I'd like you to welcome her. I know we're not having a physical audience here, but I know you could actually welcome by sending hello, say hi, or just smile as you face your screen and your mobile device. And we'll be starting now. So I'm bringing up our guest now, and you could count down with me: 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hello.
Hey, hello, good afternoon.
Good
Hello, good
afternoon.
afternoon, Mr. Rotimi Ayitayo. How are you doing?
Very well. Nice to see and have you online for this special interview.
Okay, thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank you for having me
Yes.
here.
Yeah, so I
Yes.
was actually saying as a form of introduction that we're going to be talking about something special, and I'm bringing up someone special who is going to talk about something special, doing special
Okay.
things. So I
Okay.
know your name is there on the screen, but a lot of people want to formally and officially get to meet with you, especially
Okay.
those who also watch the replay. So Ify Obidi-Essien, who are you? Who is
Oh,
Ify Obidi-Essien.
Okay, I'm a passionate educator who discovered that technology in education is, is just the puzzle that has been missing for a very long time. And because of this discovery, I was passionate about digitizing my content as a teacher, and I was able to discover a lot of learning transformation along the line. And I decided to replicate this skill in as many teachers as possible. And today, I'm the founder of Tech Savvy Teacher International, and we do so much great exploit in the education sector, helping thousands of teachers, to attain digital transformation in our classroom. Okay, so just to paraphrase it, just to put it in a very simple way, what I've been about for 5 years now, and to say that I'm a passionate educator, and to see our children being prepared for a future, a future of unknown. It's my heart desire to ensure that every teacher is equipped. I told myself a long time ago that the best way to impact on our children is to impact those who have a huge percentage of their time, which is the teacher. So that's what we do at Tech Savvy Teacher International, and I'm here today to say more about what I do. So thank you for having me, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I love the way you put it, that you've been doing this for some time now. And obviously, there's something important that we have to share with the world. Particularly, I made a post some weeks ago, and I had several people, you know, asking me questions. What exactly is ETR? What is ETR Dubai?
Okay.
Are you guys relocating? Are you guys taking all the educators away? Well, I'm excited that I don't have to answer the question alone,
Oh my
or I
goodness.
don't need to answer the question alone. So
Yeah.
it's good to hear from the visionary herself. So I'd like
Okay.
you to share and tell our audience, what exactly are we planning? What exactly is coming up? What is ETR Dubai 2022?
Okay, thank you so much for that question. ETR Dubai 2022 is an acronym for Educational Technology Retreat Dubai 2022. So we had the 2020 version, and it was explosive, and it really encouraged us to do this so much more. Um, we see it as a retreat because a lot of times educators are very overwhelmed due to the workload, and there is this, there is this limitation that comes with a physical constraint, right? When you are not exposed to, what is going on in your sector outside the shores of your country, there are a lot of barriers. There are a lot of opportunities that you would not see. And it was because of this we decided to give educators, majorly school leaders, that exposure to say that, wow, we need to see, we are a result of what we're exposed to, right? And education is largely by virtue of what we are exposed to. Exposure is a huge part of education, and the same passion that we want to see our education system improve is the same passion we said, what, we are going to be taking this, our Tech Savvy Teacher Masterclass beyond the shores of Nigeria. We want to take educators outside Nigeria, show them what is obtainable, show them the latest trends as regards education technology, expose them, to a lot of things. And of course, you know, all work and not play makes Jack a dull boy. So
A
he
good girl
always
as well.
So we always ensure that the fun element is there. I mean, come on, talking about the belly dancers, talking about the people spitting fire, talking about so much adventures. It was just a beautiful, time out in 2020. And to show you how exciting this was, people who went with us are so like, when are we going again? I mean, there was a consultant who went with us, and in 2021, he was disturbing me. He said, Mrs. Essien, when are we going? And I said, come on, look at the COVID. Look at the COVID, look at what's happening. We cannot go 2021, just, let's see how the world turns out, and let's see how 2022 looks like, right? And we're doing this again in 2022 in a much bigger way, with so much improvement, with so much add-ons. Yes. So thank you.
I like the fact that this is also going to help people understand that it's not just a guess idea, it's something that's happened already.
Yeah.
The 2020, well, it said 2019, right? If
No,
I'm correct.
2020.
Okay, 2020 experience, and now you are building on that. And sometimes people might have that question: why Dubai? What's so special about Dubai?
Mm.
Is there anything significant to the retreat? Because you actually said that ETR, you clarified that is a terminology or an acronym, which is going to help people understand that it's a education technology retreat, right? So I want you to tell us why Dubai.
Okay, so thank you for that question. It all started with the Just Dubai exhibition. I heard about the Just Dubai, and I said, what's Just Dubai all about? And I decided to go online to check about it, and I saw that, wow, I've never been to Just. Just is a global education technology conference that holds in Dubai every year. Educational technology leaders, consultants, school owners come from different parts of the world to Dubai for this conference. So it was more like using a stone to kill two birds. Okay, so while we take educators to Dubai to, expose them to a beautiful country as Dubai, a fast developing nation as Dubai, we decided to leverage the 3 days Just Dubai event, which was a powerful synergy. I mean, the 3 days was just a beautiful way to say welcome to Dubai, because it was so enlightening. I mean, if you've never been to an international conference, you need to get to Just Dubai. You would see, what we call technology in education real. You can see them live. You can see what is going on today. You can see the latest trends. You can have partnerships, international collaborations. I remember having a very good discussion with a Lebanese company, and that metamorphosed into a powerful relationship after the tour. Right. So this is an opportunity for educators to come, listen to people from around the world, network purposefully, and build long lasting relationships. So it's just a way of strengthening, right, the whole experience. You're going to be learning. It's going to be so insightful. You cannot even get enough out of the 3 days experience. They have morning sessions, they have afternoon sessions. You can choose, they have an avalanche of sessions across these 3 days. It's a huge one. So you have the opportunity to plan your sessions in advance, because there's so many, right? In fact, what we did last 2 years, we had to orient our people on how to take advantage of Just Dubai. We had to give them that lecture. You know what? This is how to plan and schedule your classes ahead of time, so that if you are robotics wired, okay, if you love robotics, you would attend robotics classes. If you love coding, if you love, whatever interest, because there are a lot of interest areas. You cannot attend all of them. So many classes are happening at the same time, from white men, Africans around the world. So you have to schedule your classes ahead of time and know which one am I attending. And you have the freedom to attend any session on any day. And hey, you have a lot of I remember buying a robotics kit for my baby, at Just Dubai. It was beautiful. She still uses it till today. So it's an opportunity for educators to have that first-hand exposure and collaborate meaningfully.
Thank you so much. You've
Yeah.
already giving us almost like a virtual, would I call it a virtual tour? You know, and well, it just tells people that, you know, there's a statement we normally hear people say: the taste of the pudding is in the eating.
Mm,
Um,
mm,
and I'm excited that it's not just coming so soon. It's not far away, but it's also some time for
mm.
people to plan.
Yeah.
And you know, talking about ETR Dubai 2022,
Mhm,
you've already told us that, you know, Dubai is a choice because number one of the destination itself, the
mm,
the GS conference taking place, and of course, you know, the combination of all that coming together is almost like icing on the cake.
mm,
And of course, the master class in itself presents an opportunity for people to put some element of strategy and mapping for the next calendar year.
mm.
And I know that you'll be having, you know, awesome speakers at the masterclass. And I know that it's time for people to also know what should we be expecting from speakers, who are the speakers, and why did they get selected. So obviously, Ify Obidi-Essien is speaker number one.
Convener, convener.
Well, of course, you're constant case. So let's hear from you.
Okay. So just to throw more light on the tech savvy teacher masterclass. Okay, so somebody was asking me at Dubai, why bringing, just like you asked, why bringing educators all the way from Nigeria to attend a masterclass? No, but it was not just about that. It's to, come out from your comfort zone, come and be exposed, come and understand what is going on beyond the shores of your country. And now, when because the thing about international exposures is that you can get lost in all the in all the activities. You can just get so lost that, because there's so many things happening at the same time, you even lose track of, why am I here? Okay, what brought me here? What is the purpose? How can I apply what I am seeing today, what I am learning today, right? People who I'm meeting today in my own context, in my own Nigerian context. So that is the beautiful part of the whole ETR Dubai event, because we now bring, it's more like a convergence. After we lead people for just, they have even a school visit, we come together in one room, right, and see how we can learn, and bring about all we've seen and heard, and see how to apply it in our local context through brainstorming, through practical training programs. Okay. In fact, I just want to make a reference to the 2020 masterclass. It was so insightful that we were brainstorming on the flipped classroom, and nobody knew that immediately we landed Nigeria, the COVID setting. Like, people were asking me, how did you know? How did you know that COVID would happen? Like, we talked about the flipped classroom at the Dubai masterclass. We brainstormed, we deliberated, we looked at the fact that 80%, over 80% of Dubai schools are flipping their classroom. Okay, so we deliberated about the pros, the cons, and coming back to Nigeria, COVID hit, and that was the method a lot of schools were able to use in their school systems to navigate, the pressure of the COVID. So you can see how practical it was to see that what was learned and acquired was, we're able to implement it in our own local context. So that's the essence of the Tech Savvy Teacher Masterclass Dubai, which is a part of ETR Dubai. Yes.
So
Yes, I'm talking about the speakers. Okay. So
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about the
carry on, carry
speakers.
on.
Okay, so talking about the speakers, we have Vikas Potter, we have Ediri Edewa, we have an amazing person. One of the speakers is the one looking at me, Mr. Rotimi Yitayo. When I just thought, I was like, no, this firehouse has to be one of our speakers, because I've heard him speak. In fact, it's always amazing. So we have Mr. Rotimi, who is the host of this show, on board as one of our speakers, and Yes, and I think we have other colleagues, but these are the major speakers, and myself as well. Vikas Potter is a founder of T4 Education. It's a global forum. In fact, this man, he talks with so much passion. He's globally recognized in the education space, and it's an honor for us to have him. Being represented on that day, and we are also going to be having a Diri Dewo. She's an entrepreneur who is residing in Dubai currently. She has made it so well in business that we want to give educators the business side, right, on how to run our schools successfully. A lot of school leaders are running their schools, but they are going through a lot of pressure. They are going through a lot of a lot of difficulty. I was talking to a school owner yesterday, and I was saying, I'm not really, I need this person to be more. I need this person to, run his school in such a way that he can actually prosper and do very well. Okay, so by virtue of combining educational thought leaders, business thought leaders, you would find a rich blend of experience, of knowledge and skill. Yes, so that's what we're bringing it onto the table, and talking about management and leadership in education, talking about how this our school systems can be effective at the management level. This is where Mr. Rotimi Eyitayo comes in. So you might say, oh, but it's tech savvy. No, yes, it's tech savvy. Remember, technology is a tool in our hands. But we know, even when we have technology in a school, if you do not get it right at management and leadership, then you would misuse the technological investments made in your school. So we are touching all areas at the Tech Savvy Teacher Masterclass Dubai with this rich blend of speakers and trainers. Thank you so much. Yeah. Hello, can you hear me? Okay. Uh-oh. Hello? Seems to be a pause.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Okay. Yes, I can
Okay,
hear you now. I can hear you
oh,
now.
fantastic.
Okay.
So I'm already looking forward to November. I'm not just going to be uh, going there as a facilitator. I'm going there as a participant because you see, there's something about an atmosphere where bright and great minds, rub together, talk together, speak together, sit together. It has the capacity to propel things, in a fast way. And I'd like you to just tell someone listening to us or probably watching this replay, what should they do and how should they prepare in readiness to get the best from ETR Dubai 2020?
Thank you so much. That's a very good question. That's a very good question. So before going for this, first of all, decide to go. Right? It's a decision. There are a lot of things you can prioritize, but prioritizing, your network, prioritizing exposure, international exposure, prioritizing, networking opportunities. You can never get it wrong. You can never get it wrong. So make a decision that I am going to attend this. We have payment plans, instrumental payment plans available. So start the process now. So make a decision to go, and when you have, then pen down, what do I want to achieve? Because when you have a stated goal, it's easier to achieve, right? So set your goals, ask yourself, what is the gap that needs to be filled as an educator? It can be as a consultant, it can be as a school leader, a school owner. It can even be as a classroom teacher. We had classroom teachers who attended. It was beautiful, right? It was really beautiful. So whatever you are, whatever designation you are in the educational sector, have a goal written down, and that would put you on focus. That would put you on focus to help you a lot. Put down, learn more about Just Dubai. schedule your classes ahead of time so that you are sure that the classes you'll be attending are classes that will really benefit you, benefit your area of expertise, and help you grow in your career line. Okay. And yes, so we're also going to be looking at school visits, right? So if you were to be in a Dubai school, what would you be looking out for? Would you just look at their school building? So from a school owner's point of view, you are looking at your school and you want your school to be of international standard. What would you be looking out for when you go and visit the school? What are the questions what questions would you ask, that will help you as a school leader, apply it in your own school when you come back to Nigeria. When you write these questions down ahead of time, you are better prepared. You are better prepared as opposed to going there and planning, but planning before you go there. It's always better. It's always better. Thank you.
That's so wonderful. You've actually broken it down that preparation is very important. And I know that I've had conversations with a lot of people, and some people are excited because it's an opportunity to also, when you're out of the country. I don't know whether you've experienced this before, and you have people probably would have had to send you a proposal or schedule a proper structure session. Just interaction in itself is sessions in disguise, if you know
Mm.
what
Yes,
so
yes, yes,
if
yes.
I would say for free that if there's anyone who is looking forward to getting a one-on-one with me, this is the best opportunity because
Ah, true,
uh,
true.
you better come to ETR Dubai, and
Yeah.
then I will use that opportunity to probably wave up some things. And some people, I said earlier, I've spoken to some school heads, and two questions, or better still, two things came up. So a lot of people are excited by the fact that it provides opportunity to, just to review and strategize. It's a retreat. So their concern is, what if I send a representative and I'm not coming?
Okay.
What exactly is the value add? Is there a promise of value? That kind of thing. You can speak of
Yeah,
yourself,
yeah,
but
yeah.
sometimes people are, they are concerned that if I send somebody else, if I'm to come with someone else, is it not just going to be versus investment? What's your thought on that?
Well, I would say that two are better than one, right? Two are better than one. If you are the only one going in your school, there are a lot of things you might miss out on. But if you are going as a team, it's always beautiful because there will be somebody from your own experience that would add something that you did not grasp, that would add something that you did not, have. I know a lot of times school leaders have that those trust issues. I mean, oh, is she worth it? This is going abroad though. This is not internet. This is not a local. This
It's
is not
not
a local
it's
affair.
not
Oh.
just one corner over there.
Exactly, but I understand, but you know what, it actually it actually tells on our leadership abilities, right? We should have that one person. We should have those two people in our organizations that we can pour out on, that we can invest in and say, come along with me or represent me, so let it be a test for your business. Because if you cannot have a representative in your company representing you or going alongside with you for an international exposure, then you will just be a loner. It will just be like you can't have it all. You can't have it all. Personally, on the tech savvy team, we are going in full. We are going as a team, right? We are going as a team. The company is sponsoring a lot of people, team members there, right? We can't, nobody's an island, and you just have to look within, your school system to say, okay, who is the most appropriate for this for this opportunity. But you can never get it wrong when you go with somebody, because there will be a lot of value added. I mean, there'll be some. I imagine you going with one, two, three, four, five people at Jess. I mean, you can actually split yourselves across the classes, and you can get everything from Just Dubai, as opposed to you just going alone. And because you are alone, you cannot attend all the classes, so you attend limited number of classes. But what if you come in full representation from your school? Then that means you are not going to be missing out from all the different areas. I mean, you have subject teachers, you have departmental heads, right? So science inclined fields, those people will attend those classes, so it will be spread out. Okay, so you just need to go look within your school system, your organization, because I believe this is not just for schools, this is also for organizations as well. So look into your organizations and find who is capable enough to hand on this, this huge opportunity too. And I believe it will be a thing of prestige, and for anybody who is able to do that as a school leader, as a CEO. I mean, it's a thing of prestige that your company was able to sponsor, a staff member, an associate here. Thank you.
Yeah, and of course, you mentioned at the beginning that for you not to be a dull boy or girl, there is an element where learning is there, but there must be fun. I want you and whet the people's appetite as to what to expect. That we're not just going there for book, learn, conference. What other things should they expect?
Okay, so I remember, I remember painting my hands. I remember painting my hands. I remember sitting on the mat, and watching belly dancers from across the world. It was a whole new level. It was just a different experience. I felt differently. I understood diverse cultures. I understood people's wiring. What touched me was even from my flight experience, right? We're on the flight going to Dubai, and the way the hostesses behaved was a teachable moment for me alone. I learned devotion, I learned commission, and I learned a huge sense of responsibility as regards your work ethics. I mean, these air hostesses worked with a different approach. It was not what we are used to here. They were so excited about their job. They were so diligent about it that I said, these people are trained differently. Where are they from? Who taught them? Who trained these people? Right? And it just gave me that passion to travel the world. I want to see people with different mindsets, right? You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised at what you do not know, because you are only limited to seeing Nigerians and
Yeah,
people from your own space. But when you go out, you see how people behave. I mean, look at what happened. I mean, bro, just look at what happened when we got to the hotel. The people that took our bags, they rushed our bags like it was true service. This Nigerian tip now. This give them tip. I was used to that mindset that I wanted to give them a tip, but they did not expect it. They did not they did not even want it. It was true love and service, and I was touched to my bones. I said, what? I said, how can people love what they do so much, that they do it with so much diligence? And you see that these little experiences go a long way to touch, to affect our lives, to affect the way we do things in our country. It was a different ball game for me. It was a far cry from the tips. Sorry to say, but what we are used to in Nigeria it's crazy, and it rubs off on our ideologies when we get outside this country. And it's always good to go out and see how sincere people can be, how diligent to service people can be, how selfless is the word people can be. I learned a lot. Was it on the flight? Was it in the hotel? Where did I learned so much from different experiences. So it's a worthwhile journey.
I want you to, direct people. So now I've heard a lot and I'm interested and I'm about to take that step. I'm about to
Mm,
make that move. What are the step-by-step procedure to
okay.
getting this journey started?
Okay. So first and foremost, it's always good to just join our interest group, our WhatsApp interest group. It's always very safe because everybody that is going are on the WhatsApp interest group, so that whatever information we pass there will just be there. Because when we've started actual preparations and we've closed registrations, we take out people who are not going from the group and we just concentrate on those who are going so that we can get them ready. So the best place to be is to be on the interest group. And when you do that, you register on our link. There's a registration link. You get registered and you fill in your vital informations and you start making payments. Because from now we have a two instrumental payment option in case you are not able to make a one-time payment. So it's available from now and till the end of August. Yeah, so you make a 50% payment from now to the end of August, and you make the 50% balance payment from 1st of September till the end, till the end of middle of October, because this event is November. So there's a 50% payment. Now, why are we doing this? So that we are able to get your flight ticket on time. We are able to get your visa. We all know that the dollar rate is skyrocketing every day in an alarming rate. But we are not deterred. I mean, we are not deterred. We are not deterred. We will still grow. We will still push for great experiences despite the economic situation. So that is why we need to work with us, so that we need you to work with us in terms of payment. If you can pay now, please do so. So that, because we're going to be doing, booking your tickets and visas on a first come, first serve basis. We'll get your tickets on time so that we will not hear, oh, dollar rate has increased and your rate has increased. So please work with us and make your payments as early as possible. Let's take away the African mentality of waiting till the dying moment. Please, let's work together in that regard. So we will share the WhatsApp group link. We would also share the registration link as well. And when you click on the registration link, you can also have access to more information on on a page, right? On an online page where you read more about it and every other thing you need to know. Yes.
Fantastic. It feels like it's next weekend. I'm almost like, look, I've not pushed my back. Okay, take it easy, take it easy. It's just
Start
but
packing your bags. And I forgot to say something. I
yes,
forgot to say something,
please do
Mr.
so.
If you see what happened last time, oh my goodness. There were two people, they got empty boxes, big boxes. They just took us by surprise. They got these big boxes, and we had the opportunity to shop in Dubai. So it was like we some people were not prepared, others were prepared. It was so funny because in Dubai you get so beautiful things at very good rates, and you're like, oh my goodness. And they were just shopping and shopping. So it's another, I mean, do you know that this is so beautiful because this is November before December, before Christmas. So this is a great opportunity to shop for your children. Oh my goodness, we actually shopped in 2020. This is a great opportunity to shop for your children, hold the extra cash, shop for your
Yeah,
family, and
yeah,
it's an all-round, it's an all-round
yeah.
beneficial journey. Yes.
I like that. That because it makes it complete. You see, we sometimes have the opportunity to go for conferences, and you know how conferences are. They're
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
subject matter focused. So it's almost start to finish. But when you
Yep.
have an opportunity like this, because when you told me about it and I got the details, not just because I'm a speaker, I looked at it and this is not just marketing, it's the truth. you don't have many events like this because they are integrated into each other. So you have the chess, you have the masterclass, you have the tour slash leisure part of it. So it's almost like you're having a complete cycle. You understand? And there are people that sometimes they love to do things, but when they have the privilege to do it, they're doing it alone. So imagine you're
Exactly.
shopping alone. It's fun, but it's not as much fun. I'm just painting a picture in my head where you're in the mall and then you know the way we have fuel queues, eh? You know, your trolleys or your carts, and it's everybody from the same group, coming down to shop. The excitement is more memorable than when you do it
Oh,
alone.
I didn't even tell you about the trains that were driving on their own, the driverless trains. The process of getting train tickets. I was like, look at development in other countries, and you would just be, what can we do in Nigeria? How can we make Nigeria such, and you just want to do better in your own sector, seeing so
Yeah.
much development from a little country as Dubai. Look at there is so much process, there is so much growth, so much development. You do things at the right time. It's beautiful. There is so much intricacies to it. You have bonds. You develop. Guess what? The people that we came with this, they already started calling me mommy because I was trying to get African dishes for
Thank you,
our,
mom.
Nigerian. So they were like, oh, it's lunchtime, mommy, it's lunchtime, and I'll just start laughing, So it's just a beautiful, bonding experience. It's just like boarding school, how we make new friends. It's a beautiful affair. It's a great one. It's a great one. It's a great one. Yeah.
I agree. I agree with you. I just look forward to make it. I'm sure that people would actually take advantage of this.
I know.
The value is just end to end, not just the fun. A lot of people have not really had the opportunity to go on a retreat, both from personal and collectively as a group. And this ETR Dubai 2022 provides the opportunity. And so this is me saying it to everybody listening out there. We're listening to Ify Obidi-Essien, and I can tell you for a fact that this is one event you must get to be a part of, because honestly, there's so much noise in the atmosphere, and a retreat presents an amazing opportunity for you to withdraw, rewind, rewire, fix your path, and get skilled and get information, get answers, get inspired. And one thing I really want to also stress is the fact that a lot of people can be skeptical about a lot of things. And of course, also those who are trying to build a travel history, I think this is the best opportunity to begin their travel history journey, because it gives them that mileage to be able to say they've been a part of something. So for all the procrastinators out there, if he has told us that, look, yes, there are installments, but there's also a timeline to anything. So if you want to be a part of this, you need to take your decision now, make your decision now, and get to start the journey by joining the interest WhatsApp group, and also make your payments. Get registered immediately. If you're not paying full payment at once, you have opportunity for 2 installments. Make sure you make your first installment, because I think by the end of August, I believe, or
Yes.
when is that? Yes.
No. Okay. So the first installment ends by the end of August, 50%, and the second installment ends on the 19th of October. Yeah, or
Oh,
19th of October. Yes.
all right. So first installment, end of August. Second installment, 19th of October. So please get to be a part of this. We're going to be sharing more, I believe, on other social media platforms, direct platforms as well. You'll be getting to hear a lot of noise from me as well, on Instagram and Facebook and the likes. Before we bring this to a close, right? Um, what 3 things would you say that you believe every participant will walk out or come back to Nigeria with, if they're coming from Nigeria or wherever they're coming from, what are they going to get out of this ETR Dubai 2022?
Okay. Wow. Okay. So out of my head, you're going to get a I'll call it a renewed mindset, which is critical. I always like talking about mindset because your mindset determines the kind of life or results you get. So when the mind is being worked on, every other thing is perfect. So you're going to get a renewed mindset. You're going to get practical knowledge and skills on how to perform and optimize your processes in your desire or in your field of interest. Okay, and you're also going to get great networking opportunities. You're going to get great friends, great networks, great people that can just be the solution to your next level. So those three major important things. Yes.
Great friends, great network, renewed mindset. And what's that third one? Say that
Practical
again.
knowledge and skill.
Fantastic. Practical insight, knowledge, and skill. That's going to be an amazing thing. Are there numbers you would like to drop as well?
Okay.
Numbers.
Okay. So you can 070. My number is there. 070 33 44 5689.
070.
Double three
Yeah,
double four
yeah,
5689.
89. So that's the
Yes.
number to call.
And your number too. Yeah.
You said?
You could also drop yours so that.
Yes, yes. You could also call my number 0033856800. So that's also my number.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So we are grateful for that time drawing you out. Uh, yes, drawing you out to talk about ETR Dubai 2022. I believe we'll still have a session or two before
That's
that
fine.
time,
That's fine.
and probably get more people to have their questions answered. But
Yeah.
it's been an insightful moment. We've just had fun. It didn't feel like an interview. Uh,
That's all.
yeah, yes, but I know that this time around, all things being equal, this time around, the ETR Dubai 2022 will really witness an amazing success in the outing, participation, and every other thing. So, what would be your parting shots as we end this session now? What would be your parting shot?
Okay. My mantra in life is be the upgraded version. And the ETR Dubai 2022 will definitely make you the upgraded version of yourself. Thank you.
Fantastic. Be the upgraded version. Wow, interesting. You are always taking things up. So I shall not say anything else that ring a bell of blessing to them.
The bell.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you
So
so much for having
yes,
me.
thank
Thank
you
you so much,
everyone.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Connect with Ify on social media. She's there on Facebook, she's there, Instagram, she's there, Twitter, she's there. Any tech thing, she's there. That is good.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Thank you, sir.
very much. All right. See
Thank you,
you
sir.
later. Yeah. So there you have it. We had a great time on this live webinar, and we've been hosting and guesting Ify Obidi-Essien, who is the founder of Tech Savvy Teacher International, who also is the convener of ETR Dubai 2022. I will be there. Fantastic sessions await you. Great people, great connection, great knowledge, and every other thing. Remember, she said something about the acronym. ETR is an acronym that stands for Educational Technology Retreat. I want you to be there. Make sure you're there. Look forward to seeing you sometime in the nearest future. This is Rotimi Eita saying, do have a great day ahead. Thank you. Bye for now.